Welcome back, Flare community. I hope you're all well and having an incredible day as always. And yes, it is time for the weekly news update where we'll be covering all of the significant things that have been happening on both the Songbird and the Flare network. This is quite a busy one, so we're going to jump straight in. And kicking things off here is, we're going to start here. A gentle reminder that it has been recently the monthly Flare drop. So if you didn't already know, every month you can get an FLR airdrop for simply holding WFLR. This was just yesterday actually, so if you are holding WFLR, make sure that you claim these airdrops as part of the initial distribution. They end next year in January if I'm not mistaken, so be sure to claim them, especially before they expire, which I believe is in 90 days time. So moving on here, the monthly Flare drop is also accompanied by a burn from the Flare Networks team. 66 million FLR tokens are now gone forever this month as part of the 2.1 FLR burn plan. There's plenty more to come with that, so you can expect another burn next month in addition to another Flare drop. Right, this is a quick update because I know so many of you are wondering when FAssets, when is it going to happen? Well, this is an update from Hugo himself. He said, just a heads up on FXRP on the Flare network. We are waiting for one audit report, and also because we want to launch with a very big bang for Firelight to be close to launching before we send FXRP live on the Flare network. This is, I guess, an update of sorts, still pretty vague, but we know that the audit is currently being audited, so that is a good sign at least. We don't know, however, how far Firelight are through their development cycle. And if you're wondering who Firelight are, well, they are the institution that is going to be building FXRP staking and restaking on the Flare network. If you didn't already know, Hugo will be speaking at Apex, which is the developer conference for those in the XRP Ledger community. I've actually attended this a couple of years ago in Amsterdam, and it really was very interesting. Hugo is going to be speaking, and what's he going to be speaking about? Well, he has two different sessions. On the 11th of June, which is in 6 days, if I'm not mistaken, he's talking about XRP staking powered by Flare and Trusted Execution Environment, or TEAS. He's also talking about breaking silos and building the future of cross-chain interoperability, and that's on the 12th of June. These are, I guess this is a really big opportunity for Hugo to address a really big audience that is targeted specifically towards FXRP staking. And it was my speculation that we could see FAssets announced here or announced prior. We're just going to have to wait and see because it does all hinge on that audit. This is something as well, the verbiage here, very interesting. June the 9th, which is obviously a few days before the Apex event goes live. Welcome XRP-Fi hosted by Flare Networks. Celebrate the arrival of XRP-Fi on Flare alongside community partners Easy A, XRPL Commons, and Firelight, who are actually building it. Now, this verbiage, or this choice of words, celebrate the arrival of XRP-Fi on Flare. Now, for me, I don't think you can celebrate something until it has happened, right? You don't celebrate a birthday before it happens. You celebrate it in the moment or shortly after. I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see. And again, this is just speculation, so don't go crazy at me in the comments. Right, if I'm honest, I think this was the biggest news of the week. This is from Uphold, a very popular tier 1 exchange that lists Fleur, and they've taken things a step forward, and this is absolutely huge. You asked, and we listened. Uphold is exploring ways to unlock yield on XRP, including testing XRP staking through Fleur Network's FAssets. Welcome to the world of smart contracts and DeFi opportunities, XRP Army. This is bigger than what I think a lot of people initially expect, and I talk about it here in the Patreon group. And this is an exclusive video that I really analyzed what this actually means. If a exchange is utilizing FAssets and passing yields onto their customers, this is really big for the total value locked on the Fleur network. These exchanges hold a vast amount of XRP, and for them to utilize it and generate yields what they can pass to their customers, it is a huge deal. Now, as the title of this video says, the first domino has fallen. Now, you look at this from a competitive standpoint, you have exchanges and they all want to offer their customers the best experience. Those who are depositing XRP into the Uphold exchange, they may be able to benefit from this yield by the utilization of FXRP in the form of XRP staking on the Fleur network. This is absolutely mind-blowing, and as I said, I do go into detail in this video on the Patreon group, and you can check a link in the description if you are interested in watching it, and yeah, I hope you enjoy. Moving on here, we have this news from SparkDecks, and they said that there is a liquidity update. LP rewards, or liquidity pool rewards, were shifted on 2 different pairs. 100% of the wrapped ETH and USDC liquidity pool rewards are transferred to the same version but with USDT 0. And the other thing as well is 50% of the WFLR USDC LP rewards are transferred to the WFLR USDT 0 pair. So this is a general trend that we've seen, and for good reason. It's a trend where the incentives, the reward Fleur, RFLR incentives, are being pushed more towards USDT 0. And this is the native Tether implementation of USDT. It's much more ubiquitous, and there is a connection between USDT and the Kraken exchange where you can seamlessly deposit and withdraw to the Fleur network to Kraken without having to bridge to other networks beforehand. With something like USDCE on the Fleur network, you would actually have to bridge it back to another network like, say for example, Ethereum, and then deposit it to an exchange. So it's no surprise to me why we're seeing this transition into USDT 0, and I think it will be the main player for stablecoin liquidity on the Fleur network moving forward. Got this from Kinetic. A new feature is headed to Kinetic: collateral swaps. Users will be able to swap their supplied collateral for another market asset without having to unwind their current borrows. This gives you more freedom in how you choose to manage your various positions and health factor. Important for all those who are interacting with the Kinetic market DeFi app. So just another option there and another feature definitely welcomed. Staying on the theme of DeFi here, we have this from Enosis. RFLR rewards for Enosis DEX v3 liquidity pools have now been distributed and can be claimed at the portal website. Allocations of 10 million RFLR from June the 1st to June the 11th, June the 1st to July the 1st are now listed below. So if you want to check them out, you can find the details at Enosis_global. Again, DeFi ecosystems DApp spotlight. This is Sceptre. They're doing the liquid staking token of FLR, and it actually just turned 1 year old a couple of days ago. And some of the key metrics that we see here: 23 million in total value locked, 4,000 unique stakers, and over 1 billion FLR staked. These are incredible metrics for an application that is just 1 year old. This is also quite an impressive chart here, brought to you by none other than Leader Alpha. This is the total value locked on the Flare network, 2 years worth of DeFi activity condensed into 40 seconds. And just in a short moment, you're going to see this explosion, and I'm pretty sure that this is just the start. As I said before, with Uphold, it's going to go a bit crazy. Wait for this. Are you ready? This is USDT 0 launching on Flare. Boom, there you go. And like I said, I think with XRP Fi launching on Flare, we're going to see similar patterns moving forward, even more exaggerated and volatile, and of course to the upside as well. I'm very excited about DeFi and total value locked as a metric on the Flare network, and I think FAssets is really going to catapult it and really bring a lot of headlines to Flare once we see this TVL increase. Right, so speaking of XRP Fi, you want to be ready. You want to have your FLR ready, you want to have XRP ready, and you want to have USDT 0 ready, because I imagine, and again, this is just speculation, but I imagine Flare will be heavily incentivizing liquidity pools such as FLR to XRP, XRP to USDT 0 as well, with the RFLR monthly emissions. I'm prepared, and I think it would be wise for you to consider this at least. We know that USDT 0 is becoming the favorite stablecoin on Flare, as I did mention earlier. So, you know, it could be worth considering swapping USDC for USDT 0 in preparation for XRP Fi to launch. We're just going to have to wait and see how it all plays out, but of course, I will be sharing all of the details, so please feel free to subscribe and like the video if you want to stay up to date, and you can never miss a trick. Right, moving on. In fact, we did just see that. This is an announcement from Deepin Hub. They've got quite a few followers here with 42,000. They talk about the newest chain integration from Omnia protocol. Flare is a robust layer 1 platform designed for data-rich applications, perfect fit for empowering AI agents to reach their full potential, enhancing performance and scalability for a seamless user experience. It's another integration I'm not really sure about Omnia, but again, it is welcome news and of course great publicity. You see it here: empowering artificial intelligence agents with smarter LLMs, which are large language models, similar to Grok or ChatGPT. And yeah, it's a good integration and good publicity, as I say. Got this from Bifrost Wallet, who have just enabled Flare P-Chain history. P-Chain is the chain that people stake on, and this is separate from the chain, the C chain that we have dApps and we're wrapping and delegating FLR. So this is a nice addition from the Bifrost team, and you should be able to find it with the latest update to their app. Right, moving along here, we've got 2 NFTs, I guess. We've got xHaven, and this is, of course, the leading marketplace for NFTs on the Flare network. And we're going to have a quick peek here at the 7 days. Topping the charts is BlockBonez with huge volume, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that in just a moment. Second place is Smuggler Trimp Traits. In third place, we have the Fat Cats. Fourth place, BlockBonez Traits, and in fifth place we have the Canary Reborn Gold NFT. Right, BlockBonez, what is the fuss about? It is the 6th distribution, and this was happened very recently. 600,000 FLR has been distributed to those that hold a BlockBonez fully fused NFT. This is obviously my project, and I'm actually very proud to see it as the best-selling collection of all time on the Flare network. This week, or this month, was 600,000. Next month is 700,000 FLR. The month after, 800,000, then 900,000, a million, all the way up to currently 1.9 million FLR. It's basically the funds that were used from the sale have been compounding, and they're going to be redistributed to holders based on the rarity of the NFT. This is just an example here, and although it is an extreme example, we've got 1 year plus of guaranteed distributions. And of course, as the flare drops occur and as we have more delegations, these could increase even further. This is Digital Addict, a holder of some very rare NFTs, and talking about his rewards from that 600,000 FLR. This is one of the special traits, and as you can see here, this month he was able to claim 8,306 FLR, which is obviously quite good, and his other NFT claiming 4,340 FLR. These rewards every month increase. They only go up, and this is one of the reasons why I think we're seeing a lot of traction with the BlockBonez project. Now, projections indicate from, the flare drops and the compounding of the treasury that there is some good news coming for the BlockBonez family in the time of the next flare drop. Maybe you guys can speculate. I don't think it would be that hard to work out, but I'm going to save the announcement for next month, but things are looking good. Right, moving on here, we have this from Digital Dynamics. We've actually just released Digital Dynamics rewards. And if you are holding a fully fused NFT from any of the collections, Smuggler Chimps or Yoru, you can actually claim Dynamics over on the Digital Dynamics website. It's digitaldynamics.co.uk/rewards. And you can see that these have already been claimed, and the amount you can claim is very much dependent on how many NFTs in the collection are fully fused. We've got a new collection launching next week, so if you are in the market for getting into a project on day one, be on the lookout for Freaks. I really like this artwork. He's a very talented illustrator, and stay tuned for that. This is Oxenflow here, releasing version 1.8 of their wallet, and as you can see, definitely having some new functionality here with integration of rewards, including the flare drop, and also being able to utilize Kinetic directly from the app and start earning a yield, all native in the app. So it's going to be quite easy, and I know that it's coming along pretty nicely. He's always adding new features, and we're just going to have to see how this evolves. Right, moving on here. Something is cooking. You smell that? You smell that? This is from Quantic, lead of developer relations at the Flare Network. It's only June the 1st, but I assure you it will be a memorable month. Again, is this alluding to FAssets launching? We don't know, but obviously he's got the inside scoop being a member of the Flare team. We're just going to have to wait and see. This is from Amy, a member of the Flare team as well, head of marketing, sorry. Just a reminder, there is no official Buggo token, NFT, or account. Why? Because not everything needs to be a financial instrument. Flare is not trying to farm engagement or extract value from the culture we're building. So if you didn't know, Jon Snow has been trying to put out the warning here. All of the memes that you see, all of the NFTs, it is nothing to do with the Flare official team. So just something to take note of. It is what it is. Right, moving on here. This is just a happy tone to end the stream. Abstraction, interoperability, decentralization, and high integrity data. This is the Flare network, and it is built different. You can't excel by doing everything the same, and Flare is doing something very unique. Of course, we know they have a high focus on data and interconnectivity, and this is why we're all here, right? We think that Flare is a network that is built for the future. I certainly do. It excites me. That's why I'm creating videos and have been for the past 4 years. And if you enjoy watching the videos, please do feel free to like and subscribe and help support the channel. Again, you can support the channel further and take the support to the next level by checking out the link in the description for the Patreon below. And that obviously includes a lifetime discount for BlockBonez trade crates, in addition to the exclusive content that you all know and love. That is pretty much the video, guys. Quite a big week for news. I'm sure the following weeks are going to be equally as interesting and jam-packed. Again, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. Please do have yourself an incredible day. And until next time, I'm out.
Mission Control, we have liftoff.